Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, Thursday night slash Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. I'm still in Southeast Asia, so it's a Friday morning for me, Thursday night for most of my USA friends who are joining us live. And if you're on the recording, uh, thanks for that, but we'd rather see you live. Anyway, the market overall has taken a dump. Bitcoin is below 80K. The TradFi markets, the traditional markets, have taken a hit and they're reeling. It looks like that's had some effect on the crypto markets. Let's go to the charts. Okay, should be seeing my Bitcoin day chart.
I see it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And again, we're at 78.9, so below 80. It's the lowest we've been since, say, November. A little green candle forming now, so maybe this is the bottom. We're below all the moving averages, 20, 50, and 200, so that's not good. That could indicate a break down towards something even lower. I saw some chatter on X slash Twitter about the CME gap, Chicago Mercantile Exchange gap, where people trade futures on indices and other assets. So those tend to get filled, and I think this one was in the low 80s, so it probably got filled already. Um, Quick look at Ethereum dip. It's down below 2,000, also below the 2050 and 200 EMAs on the 1 day chart. Not good. Making me a little sleepy. Looking for something to happen on the Ethereum chart. So a little bit of green action as the day has changed, as the Asian markets have opened. So hopefully this green momentum can maintain and get us over the hump over 80K on Bitcoin, over 2,000 on Ethereum. Any comments or questions or anything to add to the markets overall before we look at Altcoin Alert and iCoin Pro to do some day trading and short swing trading? Okay, I'm still doing reasonably well on my day trading. I haven't taken as many trades, but done about 7 this week. I think 6 longs and 1 short, and they've all done pretty well. So let's go to Altcoin Alert then. Okay, Altcoin Alert, easy mode is off, Altcoin radar selected. I've got all the columns of information. Gonna refresh, get the most current information. But all the AA scores have been low. When I looked yesterday, the highest one was in the upper 60s, and today the highest one's at 70. And I'm looking for 80 or higher, so none of these really qualify. So I'm gonna skip the AA score for now. Go to social activity. That's my next sort. I'm going to match that up with trading activity. And IOST has fire on both. That's interesting. It's an older project. Well, let's check it out. Is that on my list? Yeah. Okay, IOST. This is my 15-minute layout for day trading. And I've got supply and demand visible range from Algo for support and resistance. RTI, the relative trend index for entries and alerts. And Cumulative Delta that I use for confirmation on trend-based trades sometimes. Okay, RTI is hanging around the 50 on this. Last time it was below 20, which is my favorite entry around here, was Sunday night. So Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for it to dip below the 20. You can set an alert on the 50 if you want on the RTI. I'll show you how the alerts go. Right click, add an alert on the RTI. Now, if you want to have it break above the 50 and get in, you can choose this one here, RTI crossover 50. Once per bar close, alert name, social activity sort. And if you type in information on TradingView, it will usually remember it after a few entries. Click notifications next. Notify an app on my phone. Show toast notification, pop up on my computer, play a sound also on my computer, and there's lots to choose from. So
There we go.
double check and click create if that's the one you want. I'm gonna do. So I'm a more experienced trader. I'm gonna trade both directions on this. So
I'm not
any
ready.
everybody, please mute yourselves unless you have something important to say. Thank you. So I'm entering a channel. That's the condition I selected. 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. So if it dips below 20 and breaks back up, that alert will sound. If it breaks above 80 and dips back down, that alert will sound also, and I'll consider taking a short in that situation. But the 20 is the one for the long, which if you're trading on spot, that's the one you want to use. And everything else is the same. I'll click create. And yeah, you should see that rectangle there. So that's how that alert works. Okay, any questions on IOST as a day trade? All right, let's go to the swing trade layout. It's a little different. I'm on the 1 hour chart. Same indicators for support and resistance. I'm using the SuperTrend for alerts and entries, and Trendilo LSMA for confirmation. We just got, well, we got the buy signal left over from yesterday. Dip below the 50 on this, but the Trendilo LSMA is heading up. So if we took this trade now and it went our way to the red zone, would be just under 20%. That'd be a great swing trade, especially if it only took, less than a day. So if you swing traders out there, this is a pretty decent setup. I'd rather have it coming out of the green, like down here. Like this buy signal would have been ideal, but it looks like it has been moving. I'd go in small, hold funds back for an additional purchase if you need it. But to be candid, swing trading hasn't done very well in this market. Day trading has been much better, so I haven't done any swings in probably a couple of weeks. But you guys trade the way you feel you need to. Okay, any questions on IOST as a swing trade? All right, let's go back to Altcoin Alert, look at some other columns. Let's quick look at 1 hour projected range. Yeah, these are terrible. My favorite entry is on these. Oh, I went down too far. There we go. Something like this on flow. The upper is 6%, the lower is 1%. So there's positive values on both upper and lower. And average is 3.67. I'm looking for small moves on the chart anyway. I'm trading at 10x leverage on a foreign exchange. So 1 to 1.5% is good for me. And at 10x leverage, if you're trading on spot, you may want to look for bigger moves, 2 to 5%, something like that. This 3% looks pretty good. Let's look at flow. It's been a while since I've looked at this one. Get back over to the day trade option. I think this one's on Coinbase. And it is. All right, so flow is dipped below the 20 on the RTI, so that's good. It's in the green zone. It's support. So got in now. This resistance would be about 9%, then to the red would be 12, almost 13%. Those would be really good trades, but it's printing a red candle now. Hasn't broken the 20 on the RTI yet. So let's add an alert on the RTI. Crossing up on 20. Once per bar close, we'll leave it on all day until you turn it off. 1 hour AA projected range. And you might want to use a different, go with alarm clock or 3 notes reverb or something like that. This is not on my exchange, unfortunately, so I'm going to pass on it, but it looks like a good spot trade, day trade. And as a swing, let's see how it goes. So you can set an alert on this as a swing on this as well. It's in the green zone now. 2 red candles have printed on the hour chart, and we're in a set. Everything's negative now, but we can catch the next buy signal. So right click on the super trend, and for those of you trading spot, choose super trend buy. Want to trade both directions, you can leave it on direction change. I usually leave it on only once. Custom name 1 hour. Notifications, I'll probably use handbell, click create, and I might take this trade on Coinbase. I'll have to see if I have any money left in there. But yeah, my swing trade's been hammered, unfortunately. Um, all right, so that's flow. Any questions on this one? Okay, let's go to Altcoin Alert again, and we'll look at some of the sentiment sorts. Long-term sentiment, short-term sentiment. Short-term, we're going to match that up with Elder Impulse hourly, and there's only 15 bullish ones. So UMA is bullish on both. That's about it. UMA, where do we find that? It is on Coinbase. Also Kraken. Okay, is a day trade. It's above the 80, so it's actually countered the trend and gone up some, but it has dipped since then. So this could be one that well, say the last time it broke above 80 was over here, and then it broke below 20 after that. It had one good candle and then cratered, then shot back up. So 20 might be the way to go on this one. Go ahead and set your alert. Right click on the RTI, add an alert, crossing up on the 20. And once per bar close. This was short-term sentiment. Notifications, probably different than handbell. Not sure. You can do these however you want. Maybe beep beep. Click create and you're good to go. Let's look at this as a swing. So it has dipped, printed to sell on the super trend, but we have a strong green candle now, and Trendilo just changed, so we have conflicting information. We took this now, went to the red zone. That would be a pretty good swing trade, about 15, 16% profit. Could take 7 days. That's about as long as I'd want to be in a trade. So right click on the, didn't get what I want. Add alert on SuperTrend, SuperTrend buy, and short term. And the rest is the same. All right. Any questions on UMA? Okay, we're motoring along today. Let's look at one more on Altcoin Alert. Long-term sentiment. I'm going to match that up with the Elder Impulse Daily, the sentiment score, what people are talking about with technical indicator. That's usually a pretty good match, worthy of further investigation. We've only got 8 positive though on the daily, so I might just sort by that. Be faster. We have IOST, we talked about already. Bluezell, we talked about this last week. And those are the only 2 that match. So we'll look at Bluezell. Yeah, that one's on Coinbase as well, and Kraken. So Americans can trade it. Okay, and the 15-minute day trading layout. Fake out at 50. Excuse me. Did break here. That didn't quite break below 20. Rather get that break below 20, I think, like we had over here on Sunday. And that made a nice move up. So right click on the RTI. I'm going to set this for both directions. If you're trading spot, choose the crossing up 20 option. Trading both directions, 80 and 20. Once per bar close. And it's a long-term sentiment. Technically, it was a Elder Impulse, but yeah, I'll go with 3 notes reverb for my sound. Click create, and I've got my rectangle here. So this breaks below 20, comes back up, I'll get an alert. Breaks above 80 and dips back down, I'll get an alert. Okay, so that's a day trade layout. Let's look at the swing. And we are conflicted again. We've got a Trendilo green, but we don't have a signal from SuperTrend yet. We have bounced off the green zone on support. Got in now. A trip to the red zone would be very lucrative, 60%. Even this little this little retrace here would be 25%. That would be great. So, and then here, about 22%. All these are really good swing trades. So right click on SuperTrend, choose the buy option, long-term sentiment, and handbell. All right. Any questions on Bluezell or Altcoin Alert before we switch over to iCoin Pro? You guys are pretty quiet. All right. iCoin Pro, home of the 123 dip, where I learned how to trade that. I've been using the Buddy Coin Crawler lately. That tells me what's moving for the day. I'm looking for values 4% and higher. It just tells me what's moving. Doesn't tell me which direction. So that requires further investigation. And it has USDC pairs and even some Bitcoin pairs on here. They've added a lot of meme coins, which I kind of wish they did not, but Bella's here, 12.5%, Zen, CVX, STMX. So there's some coins I've traded before that are listed here. Jasmine, which I like a lot, traded yesterday. Venus. So we're getting down a little bit, down to the fives. Even Ethereum, Uniswap. Let's look at Jasmine. It's one most of us can trade. That's on my list. So Jasmine is below 20 now, but trending down. So I think you want to see it break back above 20 before you get in. But if you took it now, you went to this resistance, 16% to the red zone, 24%. So both of those would be great day trades. And I'm gonna grab yesterday's alert and turn it back on. Though I may have used an old alert yesterday. Yeah, it looks good. And click save, and then that'll be back on today. I've been doing this lately so I don't get my trading view cluttered with too many alerts. There are limits depending on what program you have, so that's Jasmy, and that alert's going to be the 80/20 rectangle you're used to seeing. If you want to just trade this as a spot trade, right click, add an alert, crossing up on the 20, once per bar close, leave it on all day. And I think that was long term. Sentiment. And the rest is the same. Oh, I wasn't long term, it was Buddy Coin Crawler. So okay, on the 1 hour charts, trending down, it's in the green zone. Everything's negative right now, so you'll want to wait for evidence of strength on this. Right click on the super trend and buy, and then you know the rest. So, all right, Jasmy. Any questions on Jasmy? Okay, let's look at More on the Buddy coin crawler. What is super rare? Look at that one. Yeah, it's on Coinbase and nearly everywhere. Huh. So super rare is hanging around the 50 on the RTI, but has had success bouncing off that. Last bounce we had was right about here on Sunday, and it really took off from there. So this is the bounce. So entry about here, and move was almost 100%. So wow, best day trade of all time. Really good. So you might want to set your alert to break it. You could get in now. It just bounced off the 50. So if you think it's going to duplicate what it did on Sunday, and it was near 50 here and broke, and then obviously broke up from here as well. Set your alert on the RTI, right click. There's one in here already for 50, crossover 50. Or if you don't trust that, you can go crossing up on the 50. And you know the rest at this point. So yeah, I kind of like this as a spot day trade. It's a swing. Not as good of a setup, but we got a green candle on the hour chart. If you took that now, went to the red zone 30%. That would be good. The Trendilo LSMA is green, but we don't have a green signal from SuperTrend yet. So if you want those to match, right click on SuperTrend, add alert, and get that buy signal. And you know the rest. Uh, what's the swing trade alert I did set? It was Blue Zell. Yeah, that had a little better setup than this. And flow as well. So yeah, both of those were towards the green zone or closer to it anyway. So it would be better entries, technical wise. All right. So that was rare as a swing trade. Any questions on that? Look at one more on iCoin Pro, then we'll wrap it up. Veet. Let's look at that one. It's not on many exchanges. Binance US. Terrible volume. Yeah. Okay, let's look at something else. Let's look at Bella. It's on Kraken and a bunch of foreign exchanges. Pretty good setup. It's in the green zone, below the 20 on the RTI. Took it now and it went your way. Resistance here at about 24%. Here, 29%. A little bit here at 47. In the red zone up here, over 50%. So all these would be great swing trade or day trades. So you might want to set your alert here on the RTI, cross above the 20. It's probably the best one we looked at. And know the rest. All right, it's a swing. Yeah, nothing's looking good on the swing yet, other than it's in the green zone. You took this and it went your way. Just to the top of the green zone would be 18%. And resistance, 20, 28, 43, 51, and all the way up here to 82 in 7 days. So I'm not sure if that would happen, but yeah, right click on the super trend and take that buy. Check out the market when it triggers and go from there. Any questions on Bella? All right. Any questions on anything we've talked about? Day trading, swing trading, Altcoin Alert, iCoin Pro. All right, you quiet folks. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you're um, watching on the recording, I appreciate that. Please check out the opportunities listed in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. So I would rather see you live. The rest of you have a good trading week, and we may be moving this time to 1 hour later. So yeah, daytime savings a little number on me in Asia where we don't observe that here. So this is an hour earlier for me. Just I'm a bit sleepy, but anyway, make that time change. Check your email and the Slack channel for confirmation, and I'll see you guys on Thursday night. Bye.